Good afternoon. I hope you're all well. I've just come in. I wanted to sit down, enjoy a cup of tea. I'm not going to say I wanted to enjoy a cup of tea because that's not entirely true, really. I'm going. Is that going to work? A little bit more volume for you so I'm not shouting. Maybe it'll be a bit better. But I was sitting down at my table, and you've all seen my table, and I try and sort of put it so that you can actually see some of the table, but then you not necessarily can see me. So I'm in a bit of a quandary, so I need your help. Would it be better for you if you saw more of my table, or are you quite happy for me to pick up cards, show you? Give me a comment. Give me a bit of guidance, my beautiful collectives, my friends, the people that actually stop and listen to my words of wisdom. And I don't know what it is today that Spirit want to talk to us about, but I was called to come up, have a sit down. I've been doing a first aid course today, so all about healing. And I think in my past life, I was a bit of a healer. I do know it's kind of been confirmed to me in messages, so I'm going to have to trust in that. I'm trusting so much in what is coming towards me, what is being said. Because sometimes you honestly think, did I say that? Or really? Like I came down to my table now, set everything up, and I've seen this before. Well, of course I do this quite often. So is it a past thing that this day has come? And often when you have that sort of deja vu, you experience deja vu sort of thing. I've done this before. Yes, I sit here every day now trying to practice my craft, trying to connect with spirit, trying to give words of wisdom where it is needed. Look at this beautiful feather I picked up. It's just stunning. And I just thought, for me, it really is about almost like confirming that yes, you're on that right path. You're there. You keep going. You're on the path. You're on the right in the right direction. Because sometimes we do worry about that, don't we? Anyway, I was called to pick up my angel cards, my beautiful angel cards. These angel messages from your angels, Dorian Virtue. I've had them for quite a while. Absolutely adore them. In some of the darkest times in my journey, I have relied on these cards to pull me out, to give me guidance. So sometimes I kind of feel I know what's going to be, what are we going to talk about, and other times I haven't a clue. And I drove in and I parked up and I came in and I said, right, I don't have a clue, but I'm here. And I'm here because I know this is part of my spiritual awakening and my practice. So I want to be able to do that. So Spirit, if you could be so kind as to gift us your beautiful guidance right now and to tell us what it is. Oh, I got a real itchy nose, like a feather up my nose. Really, it was almost like someone was just tickling your nose there. And funny how this is the first card out, Caressa. So I think Caressa was just letting me know that she was there. You are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you, to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. And this is so true for me right now. Exactly what I just said to you guys. Sometimes we just don't know if we're on the right path or in the right direction, or are we going along, and you can't really necessarily always see, can you? So this for me is just confirmation from my angels to say, look, you're on the right path, the end of your cycle. And I've known this since the 555 portal, and of course confirmation with the 18th of May portal that opened up. So between 555 and the 18th, I've been working really hard on my direction and learning and really just trying to craft my skills. And I think this is just such a beautiful card to have come out. And of course, this card. And this card, let me just tell you, when I picked up this pack from my shelf over here, it was on the very bottom of this deck, and I saw it. And then you saw me, I did that and I shuffled. So patience is an important one. And it is true. Now is the time to learn, to study, gather information, enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. And I just said to you, I just come from a full day first aid training course, and I'll be doing another 2 days with it, and it's all about healing. Obviously, in our 3D world, it's great to be able to include our 3D types of healing and knowledge, which I really enjoy. But I do know I have got healing powers. I'm very good healing with animals. And I think it's something that in my past I was a healer. So this is just beautiful. Look at the colors. They match. They have come out together. And this is what Spirit is telling us right now. Okay, two more again, Spirit. We have Fiona. Now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. There she is, Fiona. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And Rosetta, you have a gift for working with young people, and your divine purpose, where that came from, involves helping, teaching, or parenting children. And I work with young people. I'm a teacher, a lecturer. If you know, I've told you maybe in the past, if you watch me, that is exactly what I do. So in my past lives, I was a teacher, a healer, and I was pretty good at setting spells and understanding and seeing healing in all forms. So that is what my sole purpose is right now, and I'm really, it's quite intriguing for me to be able to open up to these cards. Right, so Spirit also said, let's get the tea leaves cards, they said, and ask the tea leaf cards to confirm that we are at the end of this cycle. So what is to come for us? What is it that we are having guidance for, and what is to come? The bell. The bell is an announcement, and it landed on top of Rosetta, which is about the teaching and parenting, involves helping. It's your divine purpose. So there'll be an announcement of some sort that you can definitely know is going to be joyous and happy, and it's going to mark a start for you on your journey. So we've had quite a few that have popped out. They've popped out over there on the table. They're not on top of these cards. So this is a separate talk now, and Spirit is giving us guidance. So I'm going to leave the bell over here by the Rosetta. We have obstacles to overcome with hills. We have archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening up. We have the crown, honor and respect will come to you. How beautiful. And a broken ring, parting of the waves in either romance or business. So this card kind of makes me want to sort of refer back to Caressa with the end of our cycle in our life. So the parting of our ways, that broken ring. And a broken ring signifies the end. It's, a ring is a infinite promise, isn't it? It's a promise of commitment. And when it's a broken ring, it feels like, because of a promise that's been broken in some way, you've parted ways with something or someone, or you're about to part ways, because we have the hills with obstacles to overcome. So if you are like me, 3 years ago, I got to this sort of point, and I had to overcome some obstacles and really value myself and move on. I had to go to the new opportunities. I had to go through an archway. I had to trust in my divine guidance to take me where I needed to be. And that's what I've been talking to you since I've started this reading. Healing is about trust as well. So trust in your guidance, trust in yourself, trust in meeting people along your path that can help you. If you resonate with a reader like myself, like I do, then listen to what the guidance is, because often it is messages from your spirit guides they want you to hear. So that could be something for some of you. There's a parting of the ways in either romance or business, or obstacles to overcome. Now, if we think about parting of the ways of business, this could be that you are ready to change your job, to walk away from something that is no longer serving you, the job role, whatever it might be, the place that you're working. And it could be that you are wanting to look at the new opportunities that are out there for you. Possibilities, maybe starting your own business, and with that, with this change in your life, okay, your divine guidance and assistance from God, Spirit is telling you, you will be honored and respected. You will find that you are on the right path. You're being guided along. Just like I said, sometimes we do wonder, and then we have these sort of deja vu moments. And this is what I felt when I came to sit at my table. I thought, well, I do this all the time. Why am I seeing this day? But it's, it is Spirit saying, well, we're going to talk about that. Okay, so there will be a beautiful announcement. There'll be something that you're going to bring up. There may be you're going to make the announcement to your partner, to your friends, to your boss. I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm gone. I'm having a wonderful change in my life in some way. Okay, so that is really very, very special for us today, especially as we've got past our 18th of May portal. And that portal had very, very powerful strength. And we're only on the 20th today. So only 2 days ago, this energy opened up, and it's going to start making a change to your life. All right, that is what you must remember. So let's have a little extra read just to see if I've left anything out that could be of relevance to you, because some of you will say, that's great. Oh, yes, I'm about to change my job. Or, oh, that's great. I need to change my job. Or, okay, I am absolutely splitting up with that person, my partner, whatever you're doing. You're parting your ways. You're starting afresh. You're going on your journey, your path. And it could be absolutely figuratively speaking, I'm being told. So you might actually not physically do this, but you could spiritually be doing this. I started doing that probably 10 years ago within a situation, within my marriage at the time. And I was like really paving my way to be free on the other end of that. And Spirit gave me further guidance and help. So sometimes it can just be about, looking after yourself, knowing that things have got to change for you. And then your inner world starts to change. So a series of hills arise in front of the querist. None of them are impossible to climb. They just make the terrain harder to traverse. These hills indicate problems that you'll have to face, but none of them are insurmountable. They're not mountains, they're hills. So I'm just, Spirit have just said, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Have you heard that term? So please don't make a mountain out of a molehill. That's what they're saying. All right. None of the problems are insurmountable, but they will make your life's journey more difficult. However, just as it's easier to see the surrounding landscapes from the top of a hill, so too will you find it easier to view your life after solving the problems. Okay, so you need to pay attention to that. Okay, parting of the waves also could signify that very thing. You've got to solve your problems. So let's have a little read of the broken ring. A badly tarnished golden ring lies broken in 3 pieces on top of a heap of dead flowers and leaves. This card signifies there will soon be a parting of the ways, either romance or business. The dead flowers and leaves symbolize death of dreams, hopes associated with the relationship. The broken ring symbolizes the breaking of the bonds that once encircled the people that are involved. So, if you're walking away from a job, you might have been there a long time. You might have been overlooked for promotion. You might be ready for making change. You might be moving to a new desk. Absolutely take what resonates for you. Okay. But the archway follows, which gives such lovely hope because the path is there. Look, clearly, there's your path. And it says new opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening up. And the portal opened up on Sunday. And that's a pathway. That's a new direction, isn't it? So, archway. Climbing roses twine around an archway set in an old brick wall. A path invites you through the archway to admire the beautiful garden that lies beyond it. This symbol indicates that there are new opportunities awaiting for you. So, however, you must not be afraid to take the new direction and pass through the archway, as this is the only way the opportunities will be revealed. So pass through the archway, okay? You part ways. You may have obstacles after the archway even. You may have obstacles before you have to pass through this archway. So there could be some healing that you need to do in order to free yourself, to go forward and move through that archway. Whatever it takes, you are being guided by the angels to do so. They're saying it's time to learn, to study, gather the information. So go and do that. Learn about yourself, maybe. That's what it means by the figuratively speaking. You can stay where you are, but just change your world inside you so that you are no longer unhappy. You're no longer bored. You have new light in your life. Whatever you might find, that's what is healing. That's what it's all about, because you are at the end of a cycle. You're being called upon by your angels. They are guiding you to that next step. And then when we get there, we have the crown. All right, we have the crown. The crown, oh, where is it? Can't see it. Perhaps I need to go one over, yes. Honor and respect will come to you. A golden crown encrusted with jewels appears in front of you. This symbol indicates you will soon receive the honor and respect that is your time. It's due for you. You've possibly worked real hard to carve your pathway out, to carve yourself a little bit of of a standing in the community, in work, in your relationship, whatever it might be. You will be honored for that. Alongside the bell, then, where it will be announced, the bell indicates you will soon hear news that will affect your life. So this could be what will start, because it landed, if you remember, on top of Rosetta, which is the gift of working with the young people, your divine purpose, okay? And that bell landed on top of that, which was the announcement, okay? And I feel like it's saying the bell indicates you'll hear good news soon that will affect your life. The symbol does not indicate whether the news will be positive or negative, so check connecting cards. Well, I've shuffled these around for us to try and resonate and see actually what would be that connecting card. So the good news that could come is about maybe that job offer you've been waiting on. Okay, maybe you've been for the interview and wow, you've been offered the job. But there could be some hills that you need to overcome, some little bits. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill, remember? Little things. And that could be really difficult to part ways with people you've been with a long time, you have loyalty to, whatever it might be. We do that, don't we? But what I'm being told is go back to who you are. Go back. This is why I kept saying this inner work. What is good for you? What do you want to be? Who do you want to be? And that's important, because who are you really means you deserve the honor and respect of who you are for yourself. So honor and respect yourself. Put your own crown on and make your move if you need to do that. That's what I had to do. And it was really, really important for me. Right. So this card flew off down onto the floor when I picked up my tea leaf book, wanting to tell us it's Indriel, and you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. So here I am. doing exactly what they're telling me I need to be doing. And a light worker you can be, because that you can make an example of yourself to other people. Maybe it's a case of, like I hear often from mature students that I've lectured, you know, I wanted to show my children what I'm capable of still doing. I wanted to be an example to them as they grow up. And that's true, isn't it? That is so true. You know, often we want to do that. So maybe that's what you need to concentrate on. And as a light worker, you can be that example. As a light worker, also, you can be a healer, like I said, I am. And you can be a teacher, like I said, I am. And you can value your soul purpose. I love what I do. I adore what I do. And I know there's more to come for me, but at this stage, I'm being really patient in how my story is unfolding and what is to come. So that is a beautiful, beautiful reading for us. I'm going to just ask Spirit if they can give us a bit of an indication of a time frame for this new beginning, what do we think? When is it going to be coming along for us, Spirit? I know they've told us very clearly on the table, be patient. And do you know what I'm hearing as well? It takes the time it takes. Absolutely. You know, sometimes we're not quite ready, and Spirit will only bring things into our lives when we are ready for them. And they'll never bring us something that we can't cope with. So when you're doing your healing and when you're doing your learning and you keep on doing your day to day, that is patience in itself for the building of where you are going and what it is. You don't know necessarily what that destination will be. So making a change in your life and going to a new job, you don't know if it's going to be the best thing ever in your life. We hope it is. Of course we do. But what we can say is we're being guided there for a reason. Our lessons are going to be in the time frame that we're going to be part of this. And that's really important to understand. They've said October. October is a time frame for us to really recognize. So you guys might, the little obstacles you might be overcoming could be to do with this time frame. So where are we? May, June, July, August, September, October, in 5 months' time. And isn't that funny? 5 is transformation, is change. So there's a big change coming for you, and it's going to be within the next 5 months. By October, you will have gone through that archway. You will have already gathered who you need on your journey. You will have already made decisions you have needed to make. That is what I'm hearing. That is what Spirit is telling us. I've got shivers going up and down my body right now. It's so beautiful. And, you know, that is the ringing of the bell. It's the announcement for you to make, that you're going to make that change. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to be fearless. I'm going to go forward. I'm going to do what I need to do to go through this. So October, it could very well be. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for you because I think that's just perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. That's amazing. If you'd like to comment, or if you'd like to like and subscribe to the channel, and whenever I put up a little reading, words of wisdom, whatever it might be, power of thought, sometimes I'll put on here, all my morning readings that I do on TikTok. I really just value your connection. You inspire me. So thank you for spending the time with me again. I hope to send you love, peace, happiness, and of course all the joy in making a new decision in your lives if you so choose to do so right now. So thank you for joining me.